Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and we're in the book of Second Chronicles 1 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, "And Solomon the son of David was strengthened in his kingdom, and the Lord his God was with him, and magnified him exceedingly. Then Solomon spake unto all Israel, to the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and to the judges, and to every governor in all Israel, the chief of the fathers. So Solomon and all the congregation with him went to the high place that was at Gibeon, for there was the tabernacle of the congregation of God, which Moses the servant of the Lord had made in the wilderness. But the ark of God had David brought up from Kirjath-jearim to the place which David had prepared for it, for he had pitched a tent for it at Jerusalem. Moreover, the brassen altar that Bezaleel the son of Uri, the son of Ur, had made, he put before the tabernacle of the Lord, and Solomon and the congregation sought unto it. And Solomon went up thither to the brassen altar before the Lord, which was at the tabernacle of the congregation, and offered 1,000 burnt offerings upon it. In that night did God appear unto Solomon, and said unto him, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said unto God, Thou hast shewed great mercy unto David my father, and hast made me to reign in his stead. Now, O Lord God, let thy promise unto David my father be established, for thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great? And God said to Solomon, Because this was in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thine enemies, neither yet hast asked long life, but hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayst judge my people, over whom I have made thee king. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee, neither shall there any after thee have the like. Then Solomon came from his journey to the high place that was at Gibeon to Jerusalem, from before the tabernacle of the congregation, and reigned over Israel. And Solomon gathered chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, which he placed in the chariot cities, and with the king at Jerusalem. And the king made silver and gold at Jerusalem as plenteous as stones, and cedar trees made he as the sycamore trees that are in the vale for abundance. And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt, and linen yarn. The king's merchants received the linen yarn at a price, and they fetched up and brought forth out of Egypt a chariot for 600 shekels of silver, and an horse for 150. And so brought they out horses for all the kings of the Hittites, and for the kings of Syria by their means. Okay guys, so here we see where that phrase that was used, that God will be a father unto Solomon and Solomon a son unto him, where it comes into play, because not many kings have we seen the Lord go to. If you realize, these kings have actually had to go through priests in order for God to speak to them. They had prophets that would actually bring messages to them. But King Solomon, because of the relationship that God had intended for himself and Solomon, he had a relationship where he came to Solomon and asked him what he'd want, just as a father would say to his child that is of age, what is it that you require of me? What is it that I can give you to start your life? What is it that you desire of me to give you so that you can start your life as a young woman or a young man to help you? Because that's the role of parents, to provide for their children and to make a way for their children. And that is what God actually did here. He asked him what he could give him so that he would be prosperous in life. He was being a father to Solomon here. And we see that. And guys, you should allow the Lord to be a father to you. Let him say that I will make you my child and I will be your father. Yes, he is our father in heaven, but we want a relationship as Solomon and God had here, where the Lord actually came to Solomon himself and asked him what he wanted of him. He did not send a prophet. He did not send an intermitter. He himself spoke to him as he spoke with Moses and many other prophets in the past. And that's the relationship we want to build with God. That's the relationship I want you all to culminate. So it's not that I come on here and I read these scriptures. Sometimes I may get a word, sometimes I may not get a word. Sometimes I offer my own interpretations and my own understanding. That's not what it's here for. It's here for you to culminate a relationship with God so that you'll be brought to a place where you will have such a relationship with him that you can speak with him, that you can have a conversation with him, that you can actually hear from him and speak to him also. Okay, that's what this is all about, and that is what this is for. And I hope that that is what is actually happening for anyone who listens. I hope that it will instill a spirit in you to seek God more and to want to have that relationship with God, a great relationship with him, as a father would with a child, as a mother would with her child. And I know the bond of a mother is somewhat stronger at times than the bond that a father would have with a child. And so I want you all to have that kind of relationship, those strong relationships that you see, that you want. Okay, that's the relationship I want you to culminate with God, so that you'll be at a place where you feel fulfilled and you feel loved, and you'll be able to offer that in return to all those around you, so you'll be a light for the world. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you there. Guys, please remember to continue walking in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day.